welcome to Busch Stadium in St. Louis for the 80th Major League Baseball All-Star Game. First, let's meet the American League All-Star team. The coaches from the Kansas City Royals, Trey Hillman. From the Seattle Mariners, Don Wakamatsu. And now the players. From the Baltimore Orioles, Adam Jones. From the Boston Red Sox, Josh Beckett. Kevin Youkilis. Tim Wakefield. And Jonathan Papelbon. From the Chicago White Sox, Mark Burley. From the Cleveland Indians, Victor Martinez. From the Detroit Tigers, Brandon Inge. Curtis Granderson. Justin Verlander. And Edwin Jackson. From the Kansas City Royals, Zach Greinke. From the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, Sean Figgins. And Brian Fuentes. From the Minnesota Twins, Justin Morneau. And Joan Nathan. From the New York Yankees, Mariano Rivera. From the Oakland Athletics, Andrew Bailey. From the Seattle Mariners, Felix Hernandez. From the Tampa Bay Rays, Evan Longoria. Jason Bartlett. Carl Crawford. Ben Zobrist. And Carlos Pena. From the Texas Rangers, Nelson Cruz. Now let's meet the National League All-Stars. First, the coaches. From the Los Angeles Dodgers, Joe Torre. And from the St. Louis Cardinals, Tony La Russa. And now the players. From the Arizona Diamondbacks, Justin Upton. And Dan Herron. From the Atlanta Braves, Brian McCann. From the Chicago Cubs, Ted Lilly. From the Cincinnati Reds, Francisco Cordero. From the Colorado Rockies, Brad Hoff. And Jason Marquis. From the Florida Marlins, Josh Johnson. From the Houston Astros, Hunter Pence. And Miguel Tejada. From the Los Angeles Dodgers, Orlando Hudson. Jonathan Broxton. And Chad Billingsley. From the Milwaukee Brewers, Prince Fielder. And Trevor Hoffman. From the New York Mets, Johan Santana. And Francisco Rodriguez. From the Philadelphia Phillies, Ryan Howard. And Jason Worth. From the Pittsburgh Pirates, Freddie Sanchez. And Zach Duke. From the St. Louis Cardinals, Ryan Franklin. From the San Diego Padres, Heath Bell and Adrian Gonzalez. From the San Francisco Giants, Matt Cain. From the Washington Nationals, Ryan Zimmerman. And now let's meet the American League manager and starting lineup. The manager from the 2008 American League champion Tampa Bay Rays, Joe Maddon. Batting first and playing right field from the Seattle Mariners, Ichiro Suzuki. Batting second and playing shortstop from the New York Yankees, Derek Jeter. Batting third and catching from the Minnesota Twins, Joe Mauer. Batting fourth and playing first base from the New York Yankees, Mark Teixeira. Batting fifth and playing left field from the Boston Red Sox, Jason Bay. Batting sixth and playing center field from the Texas Rangers, Josh Hamilton. Batting seventh and playing third base from the Texas Rangers, Michael Young. Batting eighth and playing second base from the Toronto Blue Jays, Aaron Hill. And warming up in the bullpen, batting ninth and pitching from the Toronto Blue Jays, Roy Halladay. And now let's meet the National League manager and starting lineup. The manager from the 2008 World Series champion Philadelphia Phillies, Charlie Manuel. Leading off and playing shortstop from the Florida Marlins, Hanley Ramirez. Batting second, playing second base from the Philadelphia Phillies, Chase Utley. Here we go, St. Louis, batting third and playing first base from the St. Louis Cardinals, Albert Pujols. Batting fourth and playing right field from the Milwaukee Brewers, Ryan Braun. Batting fifth and playing left field from the Philadelphia Phillies, Raul Ibanez. Batting sixth and playing third base from the New York Mets, David Wright. Batting seventh and playing center field from the Philadelphia Phillies, Shane Victorino. And batting eighth, catching from the St. Louis Cardinals, Yadier Molina. And entering the bullpen, batting ninth and pitching from the San Francisco Giants, Tim Lincecum. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2009 American League and National League All-Stars.